Hey guys, it's Iz, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact lore video. I've been noticing that a lot of people that comment on my videos mention that they skipped the story, and after learning more about the lore, they feel like they missed out on a lot of the story and the Archon quest, so this is a shortened version of what happened. It's a pretty long story, so I'll split each of these rundown videos as a per area, so this one is going to be about Mondstadt and the Animal Archon. Oh, and one more thing, I won't be covering the side quests, only the main Archon quests in this series, so let's get right into it.
So, what you're trying to say is that you fell here from another world? But when you wanted to leave and go on to the next world, your path was blocked by some unknown god?
Outlanders, your journey ends here.
We start off the story with the traveler talking about how he or she got there, as well as being introduced to Paimon, who will be our guide in this strange world of Teyvat. Paimon tells us about the 7 Archons and that each of the 7 nations in the world are governed by them, and the one that we are entering is Mondstadt, the Land of Freedom. This place is governed by the Animal Archon known as Barbatos. We are then led to the Statue of the 7, which we touch to gain the power to control Animo. Paimon says that Mondstadt is a city full of bards, and it's probably best to look for your sibling there, since it's likely that the travelers and bards may have heard of him or her. So we head on over to Mondstadt, but on our way there we bump into a strange green bard who's talking to a dragon. Yep, just normal everyday life in this world, you know, just talking to dragons. Just kidding, it's not really that normal. The dragon gets startled and the bard disappears into thin air, and the dragon flies away, leaving a strange red crystal behind.
Who's there?
We pick up the red crystal and still try to make our way into Mondstadt, but then we get stopped by Amber, the outrider of the Knights of Favonius, while she was doing one of her patrols.
No! Stop right there!
She says that we don't look like we're from around these parts, so she wanted to know what's up with us. We tell her about our brother going missing, and she says that she'll help us look for him in Mondstadt. But she still has to finish her patrol first, so we go along with her. Afterwards, we head into Mondstadt, where she gives you a wind glider right before something terrible happens.
The sky.
Yup, that is the same dragon we saw earlier, and after fending it off, we meet Kaya, the cavalry captain of the Knights of Favonius, who then takes us to talk with the acting Grandmaster Jean.
Jean, what's the hurry? I thought we agreed to meet them here.
There have been sightings of Stormterror outside the city. Once we meet, we must...
Relax. I'll lend a hand when the time comes.
Jean, I've brought them.
We agree to help out the knights, who in return will help us look for our brother, so we head out to stop the storm caused by Stormterror by heading to the 3 of the temples of the 4 winds. Bam bam bam, and it's all saved. We learned that Stormterror was actually one of the 4 winds and his real name is Dvalin. We also learned that the Abyss Order has been the people behind corrupting Dvalin's mind, meeting a mysterious red-haired handsome man.
There's no way Hilly Turtles organized an ambush like this themselves. Not with their limited mental capacity. Thus you were behind this.
Knights of Favonius, always so inefficient.
Agree to disagree, but your involvement in this just made things a whole lot more interesting.
Which is what has brought us to this point in the first place. If you are unable to promptly deal with the Stormterror threat, then leave the defense of Mondstadt to the Fatui. We can put an end to Mondstadt's dragon issues. All we need to do is bring that monster to the...
Monster?
Yes. What's your point?
I'd expect a more professional attitude from your diplomats. Yet here you are saying you want to put an end to one of the 4 winds of Mondstadt?
After clearing the skies of Mondstadt from the temple, we head back into the city to talk to Jean. And this is where we get introduced to the Fatui, a group of diplomats from Snezhnaya. They seem to be pressuring Jean and the knights to deal with the Stormterror threat. Whereas for Jean, she doesn't want to end Dvalin unless it's an absolute last choice, since Dvalin is one of the 4 winds that protect Mondstadt. After Jean talks to the Fatui, we talk with her and she grants us the title of Honorary Knight. We show her the red crystal and we still have no clue as to what it is. We head out and we see the green bard from earlier, so we chase him down and turns out he was running to play a song under the statue of the animal Archon.
What is to be sung transpired in days of yore, when the divine Archon still walked the earth. A dragon cast his curious gaze on the world below, as he parted from the heavens that gave his birth. The dragon sought truth amongst common folk, but mortal trifles only fogged his mind. The wind-born bard strummed his strings dolce, and the holy lyre answered his questions kind. The dragon was but a child, full of wonder, and soared the heavens free from care. The bard's songs invited him to sing along, for he yearned to let all perceive him fair. Enchanting legends the bard and dragon were, but the tides of despair soon engulfed the land. The lion fang perished, and the falcon flag slept, as a vile dragon approached Mondstadt in lone stand. Over the cathedral loomed death and his friends. Of the people's agony, the bard soon sang. The soaring dragon heeded his grave calls, and amidst the windstorms a brutal war sprang. Blood of venom sent the sky dragon into slumber, only to awake to be expelled in abhor. Why do people in this age loathe me so? But the holy lyre replied no more. Wrath and woe, vigor and venom, poured from the dragon's bitter eyes. The dragon's curse sprawled in silence, but the lyre could no longer soothe his cries.
Well, that's all I have for this video. Turns out the story of Mondstadt is a lot longer than I realized, so I'm splitting this into 2 parts. I hope you guys enjoyed the video though. If you did, leave a like. I'm thinking about making this into a separate playlist purely for the recap of the Archon quests. And part 2 comes out next week, so subscribe if you want to see more. But that's it from me. I'll see you guys next time. Ad Astra, Abyssosk.